it today. We just talk about moving forward. You've had experience with teams that go into playoffs. What's needed right now?
Yeah, we gotta keep the perspective. It's a very long road, and at the end of the day, we've accomplished one of our major goals, which is making the playoffs. Obviously, this is a small bump in the road, but we can't let it affect us because we've accomplished a big goal that we have, and now our goal is to win the next round, then win the next round, then win the next round, and eventually our biggest goal of winning the MLS Cup.
What does it mean for you personally that this team is in the playoffs? Considering back in June and July, no one thought you'd be in this position.
Yeah, I mean, at the end of the day, we don't listen to outside noise. We know the talent that we have. We just had to figure a few things out. We ended up doing that. The guys that we really needed to stepped up, and now we're in a position that we want to be in. So at the end of the day, in the grand scheme of things, I think we're in a great place.
You get a sense how important this is for this fan base that you guys are at least in the playoffs.
Oh yeah, I mean, we couldn't do it without the fans. We know they've been with us the whole time, and I'm sure there'll be a good group or traveling up to New York. So we're excited to see them there. It's unfortunate that we couldn't do it at home, but that's the name of the game. We're just gonna have to do it away.
What are your thoughts on the opponent you guys have, New York City FC? You guys will go up to Red Bull Arena to play them, not Yankee Stadium.
Yeah.
Just your overall thoughts on playing them.
That's a tough opponent. I mean, any opponent that we're going to play coming in playoffs is going to be tough. But we played them before. We know them well. So I think it'll be a great game, and hopefully we get a win.
You have to defend better maybe than you did today. The start didn't help you at all.
Yeah, of course. That's the obvious thing. That's what everybody's going to point out. But at the end of the day, again, it's a bump in the road, and we can learn from our mistakes and move forward in New York.
Do you think Wednesday's win obviously was a big milestone for you guys, and that obviously took a lot of pressure? You guys got to the finish line in terms of the goal you just. Do you think that today's slow start maybe was an after effect, a natural after effect of reaching that goal and coming off that high?
Yeah, I think so. I think mentally we put in so much over the last 6 weeks. I think everybody was on a little bit too much of a high, and didn't really know how to handle the emotions, especially with a still pretty inexperienced team. But again, we embrace these things because we can learn from them. If it was always wins, then we wouldn't be able to learn. So we learn from this and we move forward.
How important is it to switch? How important is it to switch that learn from this lesson, especially in a playoff game where it's win or go home and every play matters?
Yeah, it's very important. But at the end of the day, right now we just need to switch off, and we have a pretty good amount of time. We've had a lot of games in the past week, so we have a pretty good amount of time now before our next one. So we need to switch off for the next day or so, and just be with our families, be with our loved ones, and then get back to it come Tuesday.
Yeah, talk to us how you're feeling both mentally and physically after such a long season, heading to the playoff.
Yeah, both obviously tired, but at the end of the day, that's what you get a professional. That's what you get, coming towards the end of the season. Everybody's the same way, so it's really who can, mentally overcome that and, eventually come out on top.
What do you think of the crowd's reaction to Gonzalo's probably his last home game, unless you guys can find a way to play the 7th place team in the postseason? What do you think of their ovation for him, just the overall response he got today?
Yeah, it's amazing and it's deserved. This guy has had an incredible career. He's a guy that even me, I've watched since I was growing up. So, it's an honor to be able to share the field with him, and hopefully we can send him off on the right note.
This team has been road warriors. You guys went to Seattle and knocked off a really good team. The mentality switches now, playoff mode, and when does that happen?
I honestly don't think anything changes. At the end of the day, our mentality the whole year has been game by game. You obviously know it now, it's do or die, but at the end of the day, you can't look at it like that. You got to look at it as if it's just one game after the other game after the other game, and we'll take it half by half, minute by minute, second by second. Try to stay as present as we can, and I think if we can do that and stay present, then we have a good enough team to where we can come out on top.